Good morning, ma'am. I am Rachel Anpi Jordan, Bitaled 1-1. Today, I am discussing the important topics, concepts, principles, and ideas in the biodiversity. The quotation from the Convention about Life on Earth. At least 40% the world's economy and 80% of the needs of the poor are derived from biological resources. In addition, the richer the diversity of life, the greater the opportunity for medical discoveries, economic development, and adaptive responses to such new challenges as climate change. Important ideas in the biodiversity. Biodiversity can boost ecosystem productivity, where each species, no matter how small, all have an important to play. A larger number of plant species means a greater variety of crops. Greater species diversity ensures natural sustainability for all life forms. The, Bi- the Biodiversity Book of the Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organization, or the CSIRO, Morton and Hill 2014, describes the 5 core values that humans place on the biodiversity. The first is economic, second, ecological life support, 3, recreation, 4, cultural, and 5, the scientific. The important concepts of the biodiversity. Biodiversity is defined as the variability among living organisms from all sources including inter alia, terrestrial, marine, and ecological complexes of which they are part. This includes biodiversity within species, between species, and of ecosystems. The important principles of biodiversity. Retain large contiguous or connected areas that sustain natural ecological process. Maintain viable populations of all native species in natural patterns of abundance and distribution. Here are some important topics of the biodiversity. Biodiversity includes the 3 main types, which is diversity within species or the genetic diversity, between species or the species diversity, and between ecosystems, the ecosystems diversity. Economic biodiversity provides humans with raw materials for consumption and production. Many livelihoods, such as those farmers, fishers, and timber workers, are dependent on biodiversity. Ecological life support biodiversity provides functioning ecosystems that supply oxygen, clean air and water, pollution of plants, pest control, wastewater, treatment, and many ecosystem services. Recreation. Many recreational pursuits rely on our unique biodiversity through such as birdwatching, hiking, camping, and fishing. Our tourism industry also depends on biodiversity. Cultural. The Australian culture is closely connected to biodiversity through the expression of identity, through spirituality, and through aesthetic appreciation. Indigenous Australians have strong connection and obligations to biodiversity arising from spiritual beliefs about animals. The scientific biodiversity represents a wealth of systemic ecological data that help us to understand the natural world and its origins.